So guys, this is my review for Berserk 1997 original version, episode 18. And with that guys, let's jump right into it. So basically, Griffith, the homie, like I was thinking, but I wasn't sure, I kind of did feel like he knew that something was up. And he guessed it uh, a few or several episodes back with his conversation with Minister Voss. So he basically could see the fear in his eyes for just a moment. He was able to read him. Just that split second. Just like that. And he was able to call it. Somebody pick up the phone because Griffith called it, son. He had a feeling. He just had a feeling. He just wasn't too sure. But he knew that somebody was going to try to take his life. Um, Yet again, mind you. Um, and so, not just the first time. Like he just when he was having a conversation with the princess, all those several episodes prior, they tried to take his life then. But then, when this occurs, he kind of felt like it was going to happen again. So he's basically he's looking over his shoulder every time since that day, and it's understandable. So there's that. Uh, I just didn't. With the letter that was sent to Voss, I didn't know what the what that was like. I kind of figured because he kept giving everybody looks during their meetings and interactions, but I just didn't know that Griffith set up. He hired some low level cats to kidnap his daughter and all of that from her carriage. That's that, like stuff like that. I hate. Personally, I'm like, don't involve family, don't involve children, don't involve women when it's pertaining to what you're trying to get somebody to do. Um, like if they are just if they're just not trying to do it, you just couldn't get them to do it. And it just, to me, it just sucks that throughout history that continues to happen every single time. That people have to make it so personal that they have to attack family members, again specifically children, women, stuff like that, to where to get them to get the person that they're trying to get to do their bidding or whatever. I personally hate that. So it was just like a small thing that I didn't like about how Griffith went about to be able to do what he needed to do. Um, but with that, he figures out that the queen, and specifically the queen, is a part of trying to get him killed. And I've been really liking Griffith's different spots where he is making like the quotes that he is saying in the last like 3 episodes. Like, guys, like, those are some memorable quotes. This one specifically, when he's staring up at the queen and he tells her to her face, the battlefield does not care whether you're a commoner, a nobleman, um, or a regular Joe. You're either going to live or you are going to die. It does not care about your status in life. That is how battles are. That's what the battlefield is, and it technically is true, because you go out there, you step foot on that in that field, on that chessboard of life, when it's pertaining to fights like how they do, or specifically how they did back then. You're either gonna live or you're gonna die. It does not matter your status. So for him to say that just before she passes away, to put her in her place, because she felt like that him and many others are beneath her, just to help her realize this, for what he stated to her, that was a crucial quote, like an all-time favorite quote from Griffith, for me to apply to life. Like, that quote is just seriously just dope to me, guys. I really do love that quote that Griffith had, and I really do like. I also do like um, Guts, like his outfit that he was wearing during the episode 2, where he had the hat on with the feather. He looked more like an archer to me. Like, he looked like he could walk around carrying a bow and arrow. That to me was just that was a real nice touch to his character. Very secretive, very ninja like, you know. But at the same time, he was able to do what he needed to do to take out the person who was hired to kill Griffith. And basically, they more than likely paid him a good amount of money to set him for life. That's what he was saying. He was riding the horse, like, I got all this money now, blah blah blah. You know, it's the type of money I would have never seen if I hadn't done this. Now, you know, basically I'm rich, but he in that split moment of him thinking that his life is a wrap because Guts takes him out. And again, we see it again with the low level mercenaries that Griffith hires, and he takes them out very quickly, very very swiftly. I did enjoy that about the episode. So, but you know, after all of that occurs, it snowed, guys. It snowed for the first time. We've had we've had we've had them fighting in the desert, busted up battleground, rainy, stormy battleground, in the walking in the rain, all that. We've had all that, but now, you know, towards the end of this episode, we see snow happening, falling from the sky in the anime. That's a favorite of mine. I really do. I personally enjoy snow. I don't personally like traveling in it, but I do enjoy it. I just like the look of it at least. But we got that. But now Casca's gonna try to. I believe she's gonna try to convince. Because I talked about this at the end in my reaction, episode 18. I believe Casca's gonna try to convince Guts to stay. He still might do that, and then eventually still leave. Because, like I was saying at the end of episode 18, that way back at episode 1, he's on his own, right? Casca's not around, Griffith's not around, none of the Hawks are around. He's on his own. Guts is on his own. So he does indeed eventually leaves, but I just don't think he leaves. I don't know. He might still leave, but maybe Casca convinces him to stay a little bit longer, and then he ends up leaving. But he does indeed say, like, I can't let Griffith's dream like smother me anymore. Like he definitely doesn't feel a part of the Hawks, and I understand. I do understand. Like, he just doesn't fit in anywhere. He's just there, and he did what he needed to do, and he's ready to bounce. So, all in all, episode 18 was my favorite episode between the two, between episodes 17 and 18. I really did enjoy them, but episode 18 was my favorite for today, guys. What did you all think of episode 18 when you first sat down to watch it for the first time? Leave some comments in the comment section below. Let's talk about some things if you feel up to it, and I will talk to you all next time with more Berserk 1997 original version. Peace, guys.